Hello everyone. Today I want to talk about Unlocked the Jail Experiment, a new show on Netflix that everybody should watch. At least the one who have something to do with jail, have something to do with the law, because it is really the way and the direction we need to take, because I think it's very important to make changes in the whole jail system. I was reading this book Conversations with God, right? And he was saying that in other planets, let's just say that there are civilizations that are much more developed than we are, mentally, technologically, like in every possible way. And they don't put people in jail because they have some their own more developed ways of dealing with crime. Because as sheriff in this show said, just putting them in jail for years will not really change a lot. Of course they may not commit crimes, but they will not acquire skills. They're not teaching them morally, they're not truly just really working with them. They're just put them in jail for 23 hours and expect them to be a different person at the end of this. And the sheriff kind of just thought, maybe I can change the narrative, maybe I can change the situation and help these people in prison create their own community and learn how to communicate, learn how to be normal in a society. Because when you're locked up in jail, there's no really practice in that. And he decided to conduct an experiment with one jail section with hard how to say crimes, like murders, they're super criminals, okay? And that is him telling maybe this could work. And to me that was interesting to watch because I wanted to know what will be the result of it. So I watched I watched it all. So at first they were mentally, these people who are in jail for life or 15 years, 3 years, they're whenever a problem occurs, they immediately start to fight. They're immediately you know, it's just horrible. They start to fight. They don't care, the blood comes out, they don't care. They need to prove their point, and that's how the problems are solved. There were individuals who made some hooch, some illegal alcohol. They made this coffee, drugs. They made drugs out of paper. I don't know, they just found ways to do these things, and kind of they disappointed the sheriff. But still, what is really exciting is that at the end of the experiments, they really became the community. They really became friends. They really became they really just bonded, and the experiment really worked. And the cutest thing ever is watching them meet their families. Especially the cutest moment was when one person, I don't know, remember his name, met his son that he haven't seen in 13 years or what, 10 years, and the mother of his child, and it was just so cute. And literally there were just a lot of cute moments. And yeah, I actually really enjoyed it. I watched it in 2 days, so it was really interesting, and I want to recommend you to watch it because I think it will be really helpful if people in power who really have something to do with it looked at it and maybe made the same changes in their prisons. It would be so helpful because I really do think that that's the right way to do this. Because if nothing is ever gonna change, nothing is ever gonna change. And that sheriff, I respect him a lot. He's just the person I really look up to. He's a change maker. He makes this world a better place. He inspires people. He really inspired all those prisoners. There were some prisoners who literally did not appreciate the opportunity, and they were deported to another jail. There were suicidal ones who tried to kill themselves, and there were the ones who created the problems. There was this guy who made this I don't know, wig and hooch, and I really thought he really needed to be kicked out because he's the one who started it all, started this. He let everyone else down, and I was like, he really deserves to be out of this experiment. And then he took the responsibility, said to the ones who were watching them that it was me, and he kind of, they punished him, like no phones, no soaps, no shampoo. They like limited his privileges. But yeah, there's one pod boss who really wanted, like at first he just wanted to boss everyone around, he just wanted to be a leader. I guess it's in his blood to be a leader. But then he just became this mentor, really a person who other people listen to, and not just like at first he annoyed like everyone because he was like, you know, telling everyone what to do and what not to do. So I can see that he has that leadership inside his DNA. Like it's something that cannot be taken out of him. And then they, like the youngsters and the old heads are like really just were good with each other, like at peace. They were like, at first they were like against each other, and in the end of the experiments they were like together. And there was this 21-year-old man who like already had a daughter, and he was like at first was all edgy and stuff. But then he, like everybody just matured, you know, everybody just got better. And I'm just so happy that it happened, because definitely there's a lot to do in this whole prison system, because a lot of it is like gap. A lot of it is still very old-fashioned. Like schools are very old-fashioned, jails are old-fashioned. Like we still have a lot of progression to do in development. So yeah, I'm really glad that everything turned out this way.